Hi, this is Bee Leng from the Burning Kitchen. You know what? Chinese New Year is just around the corner. So I'm going to make a dish which I used to make every year, which I think most of you will love it. That is the Bak Kwa, in Cantonese called Long Yok Con. If you are Bak Kwa lover, I'm sure you know that you have to spend a lot of time queuing up at the Bak Kwa store, especially the most famous one, you know. And not only you queue up a long time, wasting your time, but you have to pay a high price for it. So I'm going to teach you this recipe, which is so simple to make and only costs you 1/3 of the price. So these are all the ingredients I needed to make this Bak Kwa. You notice that I have got 3 bottles of this Feng He Garden product. They have dark sauce, light sauce, and sesame oil. These are the top grade, you know, because when you want to make Bak Kwa, of course you want to do the best, right? So you must always use the best product. Okay, for the dark sauce, it's very nice because it's got a very nice aroma and it's not very salty and a little bit of sweetness in it. You remember I made the soy sauce chicken? I was also using this. The chicken turned out very nice. This light soy sauce is a first extract, just like the first press extra virgin olive oil. The first is always the best, isn't it? And this sesame oil is made of 100% pure sesame seed. And then you also roast the seed under very low heat. It's very fragrant. All these sauces are put into glass bottle, not plastic. Okay? Because any fermented product should be in glass bottle. Okay? Can you see? Okay, for this Bak Kwa recipe, I'm using this 五花肉. Okay? Or the pork shoulder. You notice that you must have a little bit of fats here. Then you'll be very juicy and very succulent. But if you buy just lean meat, then the Bak Kwa won't taste so nice. It's very hard and very dehydrated as well. So this is how it look like. This is a 五花肉. So if you are using very lean meat, you can actually ask the butcher to give you some fats. You can add in to the lean meat. So for this recipe, I'll be using maltose. If you do not have maltose, you can also use honey. But the honey the taste doesn't come out quite right, I feel. First of all, you have to wash this pork, pat dry it, and then cut into chunks. And then put in the blender to blend, but do not blend until it becomes powder. Okay? You must blend. You still see the meat, a little bit of lumpy meat is alright, but not too fine. You put in the bowl and then you add in the salt, sugar and maltose, and then you stir it with a chopstick. And then after that, you will add in the rest of the ingredients. So I add in the pepper, the fish sauce, hoa jiao jiu, spice powder, oyster sauce. Next, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of the Feng He first extract light soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of the Feng He dark soy sauce. Lastly, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of the Gihang sesame oil. And they stir with the chopstick in one direction. Why? Because when you stir in one direction, the meat will bind together. You don't do it anti-clockwise, then you unbind it again. You have to stir it until the meat becomes sticky. And so this should be the texture. Okay? So next, I'm going to cover this bowl with a cling wrap. I'm going to put it into the fridge for about 8 hours. It will be better to keep it overnight. Once the meat has been marinated for about 8 hours, preheat the oven at 160 degrees. Line the tray with the baking paper. Make sure that the baking paper overhang on both sides of the tray. Now I'm taking out the meat from the fridge. Give it a stir and then put the meat onto the tray, and then you use your hand to spread out the meat. But before that, you have to oil your hand first. Why? If not, all the meat will get stuck on your hand. Use another sheet of baking paper, put on top of the meat. Use a rolling pin and level out the meat to 3 mm thickness. Remove the top layer of the baking paper. And you put in the oven to bake for about 15 minutes. And then you remove it. You look at the Bak Kwa, the minced pork, I see shrink. Just now was edge to edge, right? But now it's shrink. It's normal, so don't worry about it. Let the meat cool down for a while. You can either use a scissor or a pizza cutter to cut the meat into square. Next, I'm going to add some hot water to the maltose and stir it until it sort of melt a little. It's easier to glaze. Then use a brush and glaze all the bak kwa pieces with the maltose. So now you turn the oven up to 240 degrees Celsius and place the glazed bak kwa pieces back into the oven on the top rack. Grill for about 3 to 5 minutes depending on the temperature of your oven. Once the bak kwa pieces are caramelized and a little charred, remove it, turn the other side and do the same. So finally, my bak kwa is out from the oven. It's still hot, looks so glossy. I can't wait to take a bite. Would you like to see how does it look like inside? Let me take a bite first. Wow, it's really yummy. Better than the most popular store in Singapore. Okay, you can do a homemade bak kwa. I guarantee you all your family members and all your relatives and friends who will come and buy it with you will say, wow, it's so moist and it's so nice. The sweetness is just about right. It's finger licking good. Feng He Garden and the Burning Kitchen would like to wish everyone a very happy Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财，身体健康，马到成功。